So tons of people have been asking me to make a video and give my opinions about Kanye West from yesterday. I guess for those of you who don't know, Kanye West on TMZ was doing a short interview and slavery came up, which is inevitable with black people in America today. I guess we got to talk about slavery every time there's an incident or a subject matter at hand. But the idea or the concept that black people were in slavery for 400 years, that came up and Kanye West gave commentary on it. First of all, I want to say that we weren't in slavery for 400 years. That's a lie. But Kanye West said that slavery was a choice. And those words alone caused everybody to have a panic attack and start crying and screaming. And even one of the guys in there had an emotional breakdown. And he was really mad at Kanye. And I'm not going to say that what he said wasn't authentic. The guy who was yelling at Kanye West, I'm not going to say it wasn't authentic. I just feel like people are so upset at Kanye West that they can't understand where he's coming from. Like everything he say, people take as being 100% literal, 100%, you know, like he is research stuff and he's giving you facts straight from, you know, sources that come from universities that you know, that's not what Kanye is doing. If people understand what Kanye is doing, if you watch his interviews and not think of him as a insane person or not think of him as a sellout, then you can understand that Kanye West is thinking through a lot of stuff. And what he said about slavery being a choice, if you listen to what he said, I agree with him 100%. Take these two principles in mind. First of all, he was not saying that black people were on the plantation saying, I want to be slaves. Beat me, rape me, do whatever you want to do. This is what we want to do. We enjoy this. That's not what he was saying. What Kanye was saying is that at some point he becomes psychological. The second point is Harriet Tubman had the same relative quote. She said she would have, and I won't paraphrase it, she said that she would have freed more slaves if only they knew they were slaves. Like, we got to take a step back from the emotionalism, take a step back from trying to judge Kanye on every freaking thing he says as if it's gospel truth, and understand what he's trying to say, understand the concepts behind his speech. And this is why I'm liking what Kanye is doing. He's working through his thoughts. Most people would never be brave enough to even think like that. Now, let me clarify this for you. Let me translate this for Kanye West. Slavery is in the mind. A lot of the times, it goes from the physical to the mental. For those of you who understand slavery, the slaves outweigh or outnumber slave masters in sometimes 1,000 to 1. Slaves could probably walk off the plantation if they wanted to. Slaves could probably take over the plantation if they wanted to, easily. But in most cases, the way the slave master used to do his business was that he get in your mind. And I saw a picture from another YouTuber about it was a horse strapped to a plastic chair. Now, a gust of wind will blow the chair over. A horse can throw that chair 100 miles. But the psychological bondage of that horse associating the rope hooked to a fixed object, or what appears to be a fixed object, allows the horse's brain to believe that he's in bondage. That's all that Kanye is saying. Like, 400 years of this, we begin to believe that this is normal. People like Harriet Tubman, they realize that no, this ain't normal, y'all. We're not supposed to be in this situation. This is not okay. We can be free. And Harriet Tubman, along with other pioneers of the movement to free slaves, which included white people as well, that risked their lives to help slaves get to the north and become free. Harriet Tubman said it herself, and I'll reiterate it. She said if they only knew, not physically, but if they only knew mentally that they were slaves, then they could have been free.
Based on what you've just said here, it sounds to me you got precisely the reaction you wanted by wearing that hat.
I didn't want a reaction.
You wanted a reaction.
No.
You knew there was going to be a reaction.
I knew there was going to be a reaction, but I'm just living my life day by day, doing what I feel and what the Spirit calls upon me to do.
but it also
But you realize that
opens
you
up this
influence
dialogue that you're not apologizing, because everybody else, when they make a statement like that, they end up apologizing because they're so worried about what people say on social media.
Well, you know why when I went to visit him the first time,
Right after the election.
Yeah, and I took the tweets down and everything.
Yeah.
Because I was drugged the fuck out, bro. I was drugged out. I was on opioids. 2 days after I got off of opioids, and I was addicted to opioids, 2 days I got off of opioids, I'm in the hospital, right? I'm taking hey, everyone listen to this, please. 2 days before I was in the hospital, I was on opioids. I was addicted to opioids. I had plastic surgery because I was trying to look good for y'all. I got liposuction because I didn't want y'all to call me fat like y'all called Rob at the wedding and made him fly home before me and Kim got married. I didn't want y'all to call me fat, so I got liposuction, right? And they gave me opioids, right? And I started taking 2 of them and then driving to work on the opioids, right? Then my boy, and I'd always ask my boy, you know, to hand me if it's, you know, we on tour, give me some weed, blah, blah, blah. So he had to go give me the opioids. And there was talks amongst my camp, like, Ye's popping pills, right? So when he handed this to me, he said, you know this is used to kill genius, right? So I didn't take it. 2 days later, I'm in the hospital. I was taking 2 pills a day at that time. When I left the hospital, how many pills you think I was given? 7. I went from taking 2 pills to taking 7. So the reason why I denounced, why I dropped those tweets and everything, because I was drugged the fuck out, bro. And I'm not drugged out. These pills that they want me to take 3 of a day, I take 1 a week, maybe 2 a week. Y'all had me scared of myself, of my vision. So I took some pills so I wouldn't go to the hospital and prove everyone right. We are drugged out. We are following other people's opinions. We are controlled by the media. And today it all changes. You got Tupac and Lennon in that hallway. Today it all changes. We need to think how to think free. We need to be free thinkers. Then we need to learn how to feel free. People say feel free, but we don't even know how to feel free or think free. Say what you feel. Positive or negative. I just got off the phone with J. Cole. He said, how you feel when they said the Crips is gonna kill you? I said, man, that was the headline. But when they said they wanted to beat me up, I said, that's great. They're my brothers. They love me. They don't want nothing to happen to Ye. They just want to beat some sense into me. I love Daz. I love the Crips. I love the Bloods. I love everyone. How many people are feeling, how many people felt something that I said today? Raise a hand if you felt something that I said today. Do you feel that I'm feeling, do you feel that I'm being free and I'm thinking free?
Yes.
I actually don't think you're thinking anything. I think what you're doing right now is actually the absence of thought. And the reason why I feel like that, because Kanye, you're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to believe whatever you want. But there is fact and real world, real life consequence behind everything that you just said. And while you are making music and being an artist and living the life that you've earned by being a genius, the rest of us in society have to deal with these threats to our lives. We have to deal with the marginalization that has come from the 400 years of slavery that you said for our people was a choice. Every day we have to walk into that truth while you choose to say things that, to be honest with you, dog, are nonsensical. You want to think freely? That's fine. I'll combat your free thought with my free thought because mine is grounded in a reality that I've been given and a reality that I'm going to change, but I'm not going to do it by pretending that the enemies are on the same team as me. And frankly, I'm disappointed, I'm appalled, and brother, I am unbelievably hurt by the fact that you have morphed into something, to me, that's not real. That's the way I feel. Stand on all the coffee tables you want to stand on.
say whatever you want to say, but don't throw a stone, then hide your hand like the rest of us are just gonna swallow it. Yay, be yay, I'm off it forever. Do you, but remember, the life that I live is as a real person, an actual person.
Now the thing is, he said grounded in reality. This reality has been forced upon us. It is a choice, just like when I said slavery is a choice. The reality, we can make our own reality. We can talk about history, but not too long. We need to talk about our now, because we can fix and start loving each other now. When I say we have no enemies, we don't have enemies. Black people have a tendency to focus and march when a white person kills a black person or wears a hat, but when it's 700 kids being killed in Chicago, it's okay. It's okay for blacks to kill blacks. But if it's a white thing...
I don't think anybody's saying that's okay.
That's not, wait.
There's been more focus and more marches
that is a lie.
About
don't
whites
believe that.
killing blacks than kids in Chicago killing each other.
That's a lie. There are black people working there.
There are no marches.
Over 90% of black people getting killed are killed by other blacks.
That's a fact.
The black homicide rate is a fact.
That is a fact.
Black on black crime is a fact.
But there are black people.
Okay,
wait a second.
Now this is a problem.
Wait a second.
We have to. You're too far. You have to be closer to me.
I'm here right now. There are black people working every single day.
Brother, don't scream because it will make us look. Crazy.
I don't care how we look in front of this. You're talking some bullshit.
No, when you scream,
this is what I'm saying.
when you scream and you don't talk, it doesn't look right.
Let me just say something.
Let me impart this upon you.
Okay, this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about, because these are two different versions of somebody else's truth. This is two different versions of somebody else's truth. So he gets up and he's talking slavery, right? Okay, I'm not enslaved, so that it's like I don't mean to insult his reality.
No, Kanye, come on over.
I just wanted to give him a hug.
Right. Like I don't mean to.
No. I think he might want to fight me, but I want to give him a hug.
Okay, but
Kanye,
let's finish conversation and then we'll.
What Kanye just
I love you, and I want to give you a hug. I feel like you want to fight me right now, but I love you.
I don't fight with my fist, man. I've been through that. This is what I'm saying.
So if I come over there, you're not gonna fight me?
No, I'm not gonna hit Kanye West and TMZ.
Bro, you gotta be responsible, man.
Bro, I'm sorry I hurt you.
You gotta be responsible, dog.
I'm sorry I hurt you,
man,
bro.
Your voice is too big. You gotta
I'm sorry I hurt you, bro. I love you, bro. I'm sorry I hurt you with my words, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I love you, bro.
Responsible, man.
Bro,
You gotta be responsible,
I didn't
dog.
mean to say things that hurt you. I didn't mean to wear the hat out the blue and shock so many people and not give them a way out of the pain. I understand that gave him pain, that made him see pain. But guess what? When I went into the hospital. We're now in the hospital. TMZ is the hospital to fix the world. Obama was our opioids. It made us feel like everything was good.
That's not true, bro.
Yeah.
That's not true. Listen, first of all, calmly.
What's your name though?
I'm Van.
I'm sorry for disappointing you, Van.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah.
Calmly.
Yeah.
What you said up there a second ago, the statistic on black on black violence is true. What they don't tell you is there are people dedicating their lives to working throughout the problems of black people. There are black people every day, boots on the ground. They're all over the place that are working towards this. Like every single day, people are trying to fix this problem. The narrative that black people don't care about black lives until a white person takes them is false. That is not true. But the problem is the people that are doing this work in communities every day, guys all over the place, they don't get the type of reverence, they don't get the type of shine, they don't get the type of light spotted on them, the spotlight, should I say, that other people do. Those people are the ones that need to be empowered, the people that can help Chicago, that can help South Baton Rouge, that can help those places, that are working there every day. They doing it and they dedicating their lives to it. But they don't get big up by rappers, they don't get invited to things, they do it for nothing because they have to. So what I'm trying to say is while we having all of these conversations about stuff that gets covered on the news, who's gonna talk about what doesn't get covered on the news? Like to me, for me, for a lot of years, the dude that inspired me to be more than what I was in Baton Rouge, that was you. Ask everybody in this room for years, ask everybody in here, how many times we've had a Kanye West story and I've stood there, the only person to defend Kanye West because of what you meant to me, and then after that, you slapped me in my fucking face by getting next to people who mean me harm.
and who don't even care about being honest about the fact that they mean me harm.
I think that we have to get next to everyone. If we don't like Trump, we have to talk to them. We have to talk because Trump is a human being also, and he's in a very powerful position, and he's doing a lot of things to actually help business owners be able to go past all these fake laws and rules and things. I mean, candidates can give you the facts better than that, but we need to speak to people. Einstein says the definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting a different result. So we keep on saying, I hate you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. How are we gonna get a different result out of hate? Why don't we just try love? Why don't we just try love? Why can't it be okay for an influential rapper in the black community to go up to the president and talk to him about how we can make a change one by one? We have the resources for a peaceful world. I believe that Kim Jong-un didn't believe that Obama was crazy enough to come at him. You know, sometimes you need some crazy motherfuckers to change something. Steve Jobs was crazy. Now we all on Steve Jobs' phones. They say Trump's crazy. They say I'm crazy. But I'm here to show love. And we're going to make it through. I know I disappointed you today, brother. And I know I disappointed the black community when I wore the hat. And I'm sorry for disappointing you. But like I just told J. Cole on the phone right now, it's a bigger plan. And I'm just doing what the universe told me.